Hey, welcome to the Trainer's Kitchen. My name is Jason Cornish, and today I want to share with you how I do my food prep. One of the hardest parts about my job is convincing people that in order to be healthy, you have to eat real food and learn how to cook. So I have to learn how to cook to be healthy? Yes, it's true. You have to learn how to cook to be healthy. But I just want to eat out of a box. The noodles are gluten-free. Well, in order to be healthy, my friends, you have to learn how to cook. But tonight, I'm going to show you how I do my food prep, which saves me a ton of time in the kitchen. Okay, so be prepared for Food Prep 101. So first up, I'm going to set my oven to 350. Alright, first up tonight, I'm going to cook 2 large cuts of meat. I have a Boston butt here, which is pork, and also dark meat turkey thighs. I'm going to go ahead and spice these with salt and thyme tonight, and I'm going to slash the top of this Boston butt. So watch this. Both the Boston butt and the turkey are now spiced, and I chose to use thyme, which is a savory spice similar to sage and rosemary, and I salted it so moisture goes into these cuts of meat when they're cooking at 350. So now all I have to do is cover them and forget about them for 2 hours as I go do something else with my life. 2 hours later, I got a lot done, and now it's time to check the temperature of the meat. Time to check the temperature of the turkey breast first, or the turkey thighs. So I always like to use a thermometer when I cook meat to make sure it's done. That way there's no guesswork, no surprises. And let's see what we get here. 165 is the magic number. And this passes the test. So this is done. Look at that beautiful Boston butt. Let's check the temperature now. I'm going to stab it right here in the center. And from just the appearance of it, I would guess that it needs some more time, but we'll see. Okay, so it's going to be around 140, 145. So I'm going to throw this one back in. For the turkey, it's done. So I need to cool it as soon as possible. So I'm going to transfer the meat and the broth to a different container and put it in the fridge. And then I'm going to use this pan to make the next dish. Next up, I have some grass-fed ground sirloin and some breakfast sausage, which I'm going to turn into patties. Though I'm only going to use maybe 1/4 of the ground beef. Process continues. So here is all the sausage and 4 hamburgers that I'm cooking for the next few days. Here's what my daughter's having tonight. So tonight's menu features a hamburger without a bun, potatoes, green beans, homemade sauerkraut, and half an apple. And then here's a plate of my vegetables and meat. So tonight I'm having the Boston butt, cut up bok choy, yellow squash, garlic, onions, green beans, and red peppers. And this is the end result of all my efforts. So this is over 10 pounds of meat that I'm going to put in the freezer. When we're ready to use it throughout the next week or so, we just defrost it in the microwave for a minute, get out what we need, and then put it back in the freezer. But this is a great way to save time on every other night of the week except for the night that you do this on. And this is how I and my family stay healthy. Well, it was a long night in the kitchen. I probably spent about 2 hours total cooking up all this protein. But hey, I'm pretty much done for the next 7 to 10 days. Usually for supper, we'll go ahead and pop some of this meat out of the freezer like I talked about, and then just cook up some vegetables and perhaps a starch, and then we're done. The hard part's over. So if you mimic this strategy, and especially if you're a busy person, this could be a game changer for you. Hopefully you found this helpful.